How's it going, you guys? I'm JoeWatermelon, and today I'll be showing you guys an amazing and fast way to do the Yama contract sensory clouding. And we're calling it the Jo-Ack method. A couple of days ago, I went to sleep with 3 out of 5 contracts completed on my Ironman, with the intention of starting to learn sensory clouding in the morning. I woke up the next day to a series of messages from my friend Noms. I figured he had something that would help me a bit, but what I didn't expect was that he had solved the entire fight. As you probably know, this contract's main difficulty is that Yama chases you no matter what style you're using or what phase it is. This mechanic presents a unique challenge in Phase 3. The hardest part of his Enrage Phase is that you can't be standing next to him on his attacking tick, or he'll melee you, which then spawns a Void Flare. A melee from Yama in his final phase can easily make the entire fight snowball out of control, as you not only have Void Flares to deal with, but also waves, auto attacks, and limited attack range for Void Flares. The Jo-Ack method that I'll be showing you in this video will null most of these issues, or at the very least make them consistently easier. And I just want to clarify that while we might be naming it the Jo-Ack method, I don't have the brainpower to come up with entire methods like this. My friend Noms is behind 95% of this and deserves all the credit. Alright, let's get into the video. First things first, you're going to absolutely need the visual metronome plugin. With the contract versions of Yama, he is always on a 7-tick cycle, even in Enrage. So first, you'll set this value to 7. Next, you'll check the box that says show tick number above player. Now, you'll change the font and color to your liking, and finally, you will set a hotkey for resetting the tick cycle. That last step is incredibly important as it'll make the visual cues for certain parts of Enrage consistently the same every fight. While this guide will mostly focus on the Enrage portion of sensory clouding, I'll include a suggested inventory and setup here, and later in the guide I'll add a full kill playthrough if you'd like to see the entire fight. The ancestral switch is completely optional, but will get you some extra DPS at one point in the method. Next step is to go ahead and import the tile markers I have linked down in the video description. And while you're there, click that subscribe button so you can get notified about even more of my content. Finally, the last thing to do before using your contract on Yama is to drop an extra rune or piece of food on the tile marked 3. This is an optional step for a red X, but it does save you if you get unlucky with Yama's pathing when you're running through him. Now to get into the actual method itself. First, where you'll start is after you've killed the second judge of Yama. As soon as your screen starts fading to black, press your hotkey for the tick cycle to reset. This will make it so that the indicator for when to step back to avoid a Yama melee is always tick 7, and his actual attack is happening on tick 1. To show you guys when I press my reset key, I'll add an on-screen indicator and a sound for when I'm pressing it. But again, just press it as soon as the screen starts to fade to black. If you want to practice the timing for pressing your reset key, you can try it after the first judge of Yama, and it should achieve the same step back timing on tick 7. When you spawn in, you'll do your attack like normal, and make sure to step back when you see the 7 above your player's head. Now for one of the only tricky parts of this method. There are 2 shadow bomb patterns that you can get. One starts with vertical bombs, and the other with horizontal. You'll actually dodge both of these in a similar way, with the main priority being that you're clicking diagonally away from the boss as soon as you see the second set of bombs come out, which will always be diagonal. Here I'll show you the method for dodging both of the shadow bomb patterns again. After you've dodged all 3 bombs, you'll do another step back on tick 7 towards the red reset tiles, and then move to the tile marked 1. Here, you'll wait, and as soon as the tick counter says 7, you'll move to tile number 2. This will always flinch Yama and skip over the wave. Once you're on 2, you'll click Yama, but no matter what, you'll be clicking on the tile marked 3 as soon as the tick counter also says 3. Ideally, this click is a red X. Once you've pathed all the way through Yama, you'll attack him, and as soon as you see your XP drop, move to tile 4 and do another attack. Here, Yama will either use his horizontal or vertical bombs again, which you'll respond to by either going to the horizontal dodge 1 or vertical dodge 1 tiles. You'll then do another attack and immediately click to the wait for wave tile, and then immediately to 5. Here, you'll wait for 1 tick, attack, and move to 6, where you also wait 1 tick, but do not attack. You then move to 7, wait another tick, attack, and then to 8, where you wait 1 tick, attack, and then click to 9 while equipping Scorching Bow. You can click to tile 9 on either 6 or 7 because it's 2 tiles away. Once you're on 9, you'll do a Scorching Bow spec on Yama and immediately path to tile 10. On your way to tile 10, you can eat, sit prayer, death charge, and equip all your mage gear to get ready for void flares and 1 to 2 hits on Yama. Be sure to dodge the last Shadow Bomb attack and to let it completely explode before clicking on a Void Flare, or else you could end up getting dragged into the explosion as seen here. Another tip is to manually path 1 tile away from Yama if the Void Flare spawns underneath him, and then attack it. Otherwise, you might get dragged into him like this. After both Void Flares are dead, you can choose to either attack Yama with Mage, or to get back to your melee gear to get ready for the next cycle. From here, you'll dodge the Shadow Bombs just like you did at the beginning of the kill, while making sure to path diagonally north to dodge the second one. Keep making your way north towards the red reset tiles, and then go to tile 1. It's important to not directly path to tile 1 after Shadow Bombs, as it could put Yama in a bad location. Once you're on tile 1, get ready to move to tile 2 on tick 7, just like you did before. And from here on out, it's exactly the same as the first rotation. Here, I'll include an entire rotation and a half with an indicator and sound for when and where I click. It's also important to note that while it can be tricky to recover and get back into rotation after a mistake, it is very possible, as you can see from this example here. Another tip is that if you lose a tick somewhere before tile 5, you can move from 6 to 7 without stalling a tick in order to catch up, as shown. Really, the only other reminder I can give you for this video is to always delay 1 tick on every single one of the diagonal dodges from tiles 5 through 8. Well, that's about all there is to this method. I've done over 10 sensory clouding kills now, and I'm averaging about 6-minute kills, which is kind of insane compared to every mage method I've ever seen. To end this video, I'll include a full sensory clouding kill from start to finish in case you guys were curious about any other part of the fight with melee. And I'll timestamp just the enrage portion of the fight if you want to skip to that. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a sub, a like, and even go follow me over on Twitch to see me pet hunting on my endgame Ironman live. Another huge shout out to Nom the Omnom for this insane tech, and I hope you guys will find it as useful as I did.